All right, in this video, I'm going to go over how to use a Teams call to record a video, upload that video to Stream, and create some interactive content for that video. So the first thing I'm going to do is very simply just go to Outlook and go to my calendar, and I'm going to click New Teams Meeting. This is a quick way to jump into a call that you can record without having to invite anyone. And you can see when I hover my mouse over this, it says Control click to follow the link. So I'm going to hold the Control key and I'm going to hit click. And you're going to see that it says, how would you like to open this? Do I want to open it in Teams or join it in the web? I'm going to hit Open Teams since I already have Teams on my computer. So here it shows me and has my mic. I'm going to go ahead and click Join Now. And I'm the only one in this call. So I've got the three dots and I can start the recording. But before I start the recording, I'm going to decide what I want to share with my students. So I am going to share this entire screen. And I'm going to bring up a OneNote page because everything on this screen is what I'm sharing in the call. I'm going to bring up a OneNote page, and here I've got the lecture or the content that I want to share with my students. Now I could bring up a PowerPoint, or I could bring up a document, anything I want to share with my students. And now that I'm sharing that, I'm going to go ahead and click Start Recording. So I'm going to click Start Recording. I'm going to bring up it's now recording, and I'm going to share with my students about high mass stars, and we're going to talk about how carbon builds up and the iron core only lasts less than a day. I can keep scrolling because I have this in a OneNote page. If I had an annotated device, I could write right on the screen and circle things. I'm using my mouse right now, so it's not super friendly, but I can go through this material. All the time the recording is going, it's recording everything that's happening on the screen as well as my voice. Notice my image is not on there. That's okay with me. I don't really need the students to see me. I just need them to hear my voice and go through this. And so we're going to go just a little bit more here. And then when I'm done, I'm going to click on me. I'm going to tell the students, hey, thanks for joining me. And I'm going to click Stop Recording. So once I hit Stop Recording, the recording automatically goes. You can see at the top, it's being processed and will be saved in Stream. Now that's one of the things I want everyone to look at is if I go to office.com, Stream is here. If it doesn't show up in your most recent apps, you can click All Apps and then alphabetically select Stream. When Stream opens, I need to choose My Content, and this is going to be added just under Videos. So when I click Videos, we're going to see that that meeting just shows up here. We see that it just has a random name. I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to call this Chapter 20 Lecture, Chapter 20 Discussion, Chapter whatever we want to call it. And we are going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to apply. It's saving that. It says give us a few more minutes. It's being processed here. So let's go back to a video that has already been processed. And if I scroll down here, I have a Chapter 21 discussion. And I'm going to go ahead and just pause this. It says the name of it. It says who recorded it. And then it goes through, and here's some of the annotations I did. One of the things I want to show everyone is this add form out to the right. This allows you to create a quick quiz or poll using Microsoft Forms and embed it into this video so that when you share the link, it will get to a certain point and pause and ask the student to answer that question. So I'm going to go back to Office here. And I'm going to choose Forms. And once Forms shows up, I'm going to create a new quiz. So I'm going to click New Quiz, and I'm going to call this Chapter 21 Quiz. And I'm just going to put one question in here. I'm going to make it a choice. Let's see. What mass stars die in supernovas? All right. And so we're going to put low mass, high mass, and that's the correct answer. So I'm going to choose that. I'm going to select this, add another option, then I'm going to put sun-like stars. All right. And that's my quiz. It's just going to be one question. All right. So I'm going to come out here. I'm going to copy this just in case I need the link. I'm going to go back to stream and I'm going to add a form. I'm going to paste that link right there. Name your form, chapter 21. I'm just going to call it chapter 21. And then I'm going to decide where in here I want that form to be. So I'm going to go right here between these two slides. There we go. And I'm going to hit add to timeline. So we're going to see that chapter 1 is added to timeline and there's this little dot here. So that means if I come back and I hit play right before this, we're going to see that it's now going to load this form. So it says loading. It asks the student to answer it. I'm going to hit high mass. I'm going to hit submit. Once I hit submit, I can continue to the video. Now, it doesn't keep students from, I can see my results. Oh, I got 100, look at that. And then I hit return to video and it just keeps going. The students can skip the quiz. It doesn't keep them from skipping it, but then at least you can see which students answered which questions. It's a great way to see if students sat through the entire lecture. You can put these multiple quizzes in here, single question, multiple questions, or an end of discussion quiz, and that's a great way. You can throw polls in there or anything you can create in forms. And so once that's done, I can share this. I'm going to copy this link, and then once I copy the link, I can go to Blackboard or go to my class team and I can throw that link in there, and the students will have a link to be able to sit and watch this video and answer those forms. If you're using a platform that allows you to embed, you can just copy this embed code. You can even say when it starts. You can set it to autoplay and set the size, and you can embed it into web content or your LMS. So that's how you're going to use Stream to add some interactive content and a quick way just to record some videos in Teams.